Whoops. Okay, so I want to give you a core routine to practice on your own using the intra-abdominal pressure for your canister. If you have no idea what I'm talking about with that, you need to go back and watch the video I have on how to engage your pelvic floor and deep core, okay? Because I'm not going to spend too much time on that right now. So, assuming that you know how to do that, we're going to start on the back. Zuma's joining us today. Okay, so go ahead and lay down on your back, and we're going to start with the 3 stages of breathing. Okay, so feet on the floor, hand on chest, hand on the belly, so that you feel where your breath is. Taking a deep breath into the belly, sides, low back, filling up as big as you can, and exhaling naturally. Inhale, filling your canister 360 degrees all the way around, and exhale, release. So this is to calm our nervous system, also to wake up the deep core, which includes the pelvic floor, and release. Just go one more deep breath in, all the way around. Feel your back expanding, belly, sides, and release. Good. Step 2 of breathing is to slightly flex, or a brief flex I should say, just a slight pause on the full expansion. So we take a deep breath in, flex your canister all the way around, holding some tension there, and then release. Exhaling. Deep breath in, full expansion, tension, hold, and release. Okay, waking all of that up. Another deep breath. Flex those muscles a little, tightening, and release. One more. Make sure you're not pressing down on the pelvic floor. Get that flex, hold, and release. So remember, this flex feeling is similar to bearing down, except you want the bearing down to expand outward rather than down, okay? We're avoiding pressure on the pelvic floor, and we're instead expanding outward. One more like that. Pause and release. Now, 3rd and final stage of breathing, hi Zuma, is to hold that flex throughout your breath cycle, okay? So deep breath in, get that flex all the way around, keep your pressure as you exhale. It's hard, right? Even I struggle at it. So just do your best. Deep inhale. Create some pressure, some tension. Hold that canister super strong. Keep it expanded and release. Inhale. Keep that expansion, hold all the way around. As you exhale. And one more deep breath in. Hold the pressure as you exhale. And release. Good. So that's an ab workout. Not only abs, obliques, and back as well. Okay, we're moving right into our dead bug. Take the legs up to 90 degrees or more. Wherever you have your low back, press nice and flat. Knees slightly turned out, feet towards each other, arms over chest. Deep inhale. Hold that tension on your full expansion. Exhale, keeping the pressure, keeping that intra-abdominal pressure, core stability as you extend one arm overhead. Deep breath in again. And we go to the other arm as you exhale. Keep your core fully expanded and bring it in. Good. Inhale. Exhale, drop one foot to the floor, just tapping the toes. And bring it up. Keep your core nice and tight. Inhale. exhale, keeping the core nice and expanded, and up and release. Good. So again, think of your core like a soda can, right? So when I say expansion, you need to use pressure, your breath as the pressure to keep expanded throughout your canister, even as you're exhaling as best as you can. So that's first move, dead bug, right? And I want you here paying attention to how your core is challenged when you extend one arm overhead, right? Because you're reaching, you're getting like a little gap here, right? You feel that, how it's challenging your stability? So you have to work extra hard to keep that core stability on. Okay, now happy baby. I want you to pull your knees into chest and even out wide, just rock around, okay? You can also, if your body allows, hook your pointer finger around your big toe, and same thing, rock side to side here. Just do whatever feels good on your hips. You can kick your legs around. And while you're here, practice your deep belly breathing, your canister breathing, fully inhaling into sides, belly, and low back, and exhaling naturally. Just always practicing those nice, deep, full breaths whenever we can. Good. Now release, turning to the side for some side planks. Have your elbow under shoulder. Knees aligned with hips, maybe slightly forward. Hand can be on hip or here in the front to support you. You're gonna take a deep breath in, fill up your canister, exhale to lift, and just breathing in and out here. Deep, full breaths into the canister. No need to hold tension here, okay? We're just gonna start with deep, full breaths. We need to first make sure that the core is able to function by breathing properly in each of these positions. One more breath. Good, and drop. So you do not need to hold this as long as I am. You want to drop out of these poses whenever you feel your core pressure, your core stability lessening, right? Whenever it's compromised, that's the time that you need to drop down. Or if your body's just too tired too. So deep inhale. Over on the other side, make sure elbows under shoulder, lift, and hold here. Deep breaths, fill your canister in and out. Don't worry about holding pressure. You want to think of your spine nice and long here. You have your shoulders stacked in line with your hips. Deep breaths. One more. And release. Good. We're waking that core up. We're challenged. So what we're doing, guys, is challenging the core in these different positions to make sure that it can find stability. Or we're teaching it to find stability. All right, come to tabletop. Deep breath in. And this one, we're going to hold our core pressure. So exhale, extending one arm out and in. Okay. The goal here is to take it super slow and notice how your balance shifts around, how your core stability is challenged as you extend each limb, and trying to keep your weight centered as you go. So let's go again over on the other side. Deep breath in, hold your pressure, full expansion as you exhale, and down. Okay, feel your weight shifting around, use your canister for support. Deep breath in, exhale, leg reaches back, and in, trying to stay super centered. Inhale, regain that pressure, exhale. And down. All right. That's called bird dog. It's basically a flipped over dead bug. Remember, on your back, dead bug. Same exact thing you're doing, just from a different stance. Okay. Now I want to take you through a little cat-cow stretch. So starting with your tailbone, let your tailbone reach up to the ceiling and move along your vertebrae, coming up the spine, the head comes up last. Then starting with the tailbone, curl your pelvis under Moving up the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Head rolls under last. Push the upper back to the ceiling. And then start with the tailbone rolling out. Inhale out and exhale under. No intra-abdominal pressure here. We're just finding some mobility for the spine. Out, rolling up the spine, and under. This should feel good. Feel free to do that as many times as you'd like. Come back to a flat back position. Coming into low bear, curl your toes under. And we're gonna take a deep breath in before we move. Deep inhale, and exhale. Lift the knees off the floor, just a slight hover here. Again, breathing, just deep breaths, no pressure. Don't worry about that. Just make sure your core is able to function here, breathing properly. One more breath. And drop. And that's a full body workout, right? You should feel your arms shaking is totally fine. You're working the quads, don't worry. Everybody feels that. All right. Now we're going up to high bear. So same deal, but your hips, your pelvis is going to be up above your head at an angle like this. Okay? Deep breath. Fill your canister. Exhale. Lift that tailbone. Deep, full canister breaths here. And again, we're not holding tension. We're just breathing. And drop down, back to the heels. Okay? So that's a great quick core routine. I want you to practice that 3 times through. And actually, I did a really short version there. When you, I want you to practice each of those that we did twice of 2 times of what I did. So when you're in dead bug, right, for instance, you should do 2 rounds of going through each limb. And same with bird dog, 2 rounds of each limb. And try your bears twice, okay? Holding those twice for your maximum amount. All right, let me know how that goes for you. Good job.